Man, I'm having technical difficulties like a mug, man. This sounds crazy. What the heck, man? There gotta be a way. Trying to figure out how to put like a text overlay, man. Give me a second. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure this out, yo. It ain't the retouch. Damn, man. Oh my god, this is so daunting. That was extremely daunting. What the heck, man? Damn. It should not be that difficult to do this, man. But this is, hey, it's not, it ain't it ain't 4:30 yet. So I consider this to be a part of the pre-production. Alright, man. Damn, yo. That was mad frustrating trying to do that, yo. Basically, I'm trying to put a comment in my putting a comment so y'all can see my, if y'all want to leave me some love, yo. You feel me? And it took mad like that took more than 2 minutes, man. That was frustrating. But we're here, we're here. I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. Mad tempted to eat a cookie, but I will not. I got 2 cookies left, but those cookies will be for tomorrow. Mind over matter. Gonna wait. I gotta get some gas first. Go to Big Y like how I always did, and get me some din din. Feeling good though. So today was a good day. Hey, 1 second. I got to check something really quick. Want to hear something real quick? Give me 1 second. It ain't 4:30 yet. Yeah, I'm back. My bad. Had to do a couple things. You know, the podcast technically starts at 4:30. I actually started before that, but I just had to do a couple things offline real quick. You know, some I had to do a couple of things behind the scenes uh, that weren't necessarily privy for the public's consumption. So, but I'm here though. I'm here. You know, we just chilling. We just vibing. I'm thinking of even just playing some smooth jazz in the background and just relaxing. The flow state is it's a term that artists use. It's kind of like another way of saying being in the zone. When I could do a certain task or job like cleaning my room or something like that, but I'm going over my poems in my head, or I could be working, or just I could be driving, but I'm reciting my comedy, you know, working on my comedy at the same time, you know what I mean, or going over book ideas. The flow state is when you can multitask and just do like a myriad of things at the same time and get them accomplished. And it's like you kind of like you're in the zone, you're kind of like zoning out, but you're not in danger. You're still accomplishing multiple things at the same time. It's like the way I'm writing my book, As Below, So Above. It's like not only am I writing it, I'm writing it based on this podcast right here. So it's like I get the podcast, I put the podcast words, the transcripts down, and then I transliterate it to a page. And then on top of that, once I finish each chapter, I gotta edit it. I have to read it out. So as I'm reading it out, I'm recording what I'm reading, and I'm creating the audiobook at the same time. What's up, Caden? Probably ain't here no more because I wasn't here for a while. So essentially, that's what the flow state is. It's just another way of saying being in the zone and just being locked in, just being hyper focused on whatever it is that you're attempting to achieve, because that's the best way to get maximum results out of something is to be super keenly directed in on whatever it is that you are trying to accomplish, man. And that's what I'm on. I'm on that flow state. The way I'm writing this book, the way it's coming together, yo, I'm trying to tell you, I already got, like, As Below, So Above has 15 chapters plus a bonus chapter, a foreword, a prologue, and an epilogue. All that is done. It's just the manuscript, the skeleton for all that is done. But this is going to be an anthology. It's going to be a series of books. I already got the first chapter to the next book in the anthology, yo. And I'm working on this horror book that I didn't forget about either, man. And I'm working on new jokes. I got this new dope ass joke that I came up with. I didn't mean to curse because I'm not a dirty comic. I'm not a, see, we gotta switch this up. Because I'm not a clean comic, but I'm also not a filthy comic. I'm not a profane comic. I'm not a comedian that uses profanity. Now, there will be some times where I get booked, and, you know, if they pay me the right money, I'm gonna do the dirty. I'm gonna do what it is. But the way my brain works right now, like, I'm figuring out these puzzles of how to take these adult concepts and deliver them without using any dirtiness, not dirtiness, without using any profanity. And I'm able to use poetic language, but still convey the message. Now, nobody's watching me right now, but this is quite all right because I want to play this back. I'll play this back. The next day, I always listen to my podcast again. You know what I'm saying? But I want to hear this, and I'm trying to work on the delivery of this particular joke. It's like, relationships is something else, man. Especially when it gets to the point of boundaries, man. But I just want to say, like, having a lady, you know, your significant other, but she doesn't let you go through that forbidden door during those quiet, private moments. It's like securing a season pass for Six Flags, yet the most exciting, yeah, I gotta say this all over because I'm butchering it. I'm doing a terrible job, man. I'm doing a terrible job. Being in a relationship and your significant other doesn't allow you to go through the forbidden door during those quiet, close moments is like securing a season pass at Six Flags, yet one of the most exciting coasters is constantly closed. Okay. Let me run it back. I'm not going to read this joke because I know this joke is in my heart. I wrote it this morning. I would not look at my notes. My notes are right here. All right, here it goes. Being in a relationship and your lady won't allow you to go through that forbidden door during those quiet, private moments. It's like securing a season pass to Six Flags, yet one of the most exciting coasters is constantly closed. I paid the price of admission. I got the platinum package. I should be able to enjoy every ride this theme park has to offer. I want to look at my notes so bad, but that's how the. You know what? I'm not going. I'm not going to look at my notes. I'm not going to look because I know everybody classes. I know how this joke goes. But the point I'm trying to make is obviously that joke is about sex, and it's about it's about not just regular sex, like taboo number twos. You know what I'm saying? It's about taboos. It's about taboo sex. But I didn't use the word sex in the joke. I didn't use the A word. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know the word I'm talking about. I didn't use any type of word for genitalia, anything like that, and I was still able to convey the joke, and y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Give me 1 second. Yo, this is the weirdest shit. Excuse my language. This is so strange. Like somehow I just says choose your clay. Like what is this? It's crazy as hell. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, someone to exit the game. All right. Being in a relationship, you learn a lot of things. You learn a lot of things when you're dating somebody for a while. You learn some things, man. It's a lot of things to learn. Being in a relationship and your lady doesn't allow you to go through that door during those quiet, private moments. It's like securing a season pass to Six Flags, yet one of the most exciting coasters is constantly closed. I paid the price of admission. I got the platinum package. I should be able to enjoy every ride this theme park has to offer. Wouldn't advise you to say that to your lady. She'll break up with you, but you get the logic. So you get what I'm that. Like I just like the fact that I got this ability where I could do these like different types of crass jokes, you know, and still convey the message, man. And that's the flow. Right now that we're experiencing the flow state. I did kind of cheat. I did cheat a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because I forgot how it began. But you get the idea. And I put the joke on the book. It was getting like a little traction, like a little something. Like I'm just enjoying this, man. I look forward to finishing this book. I'm not gonna talk a lot today. I'm not gonna talk a lot at all. Y'all see my pinned message, the message that's pinned to the top. You know what I'm saying? Give your boy a little bit of love. You know what I'm saying? Throw something in the collection plate for your boy. Help me elevate, man. Help me break out of this situation and break into me doing stuff like this full time, just entertaining y'all individuals, man. I'm getting older, man. You know, I got a young voice, but I got an old face, old bald head. You know what I mean? Got the glaze. You know, but I'm getting healthy. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling more motivated. You say you get motion sickness. I don't know. I don't really know the cure for motion sickness. I know whenever I got motion sickness, I would focus more on my breathing. Like I would slowly breathe through my nose, hold it out the mouth, in through my nose, out the mouth. It just calms you down. I'm not saying that's the cure for motion sickness or anything like that, but the one thing that we do, the one autonomous thing that we have control over that we do the most is breathing. Breathing is like the foundation of so many things. So a lot of times, you know, you got a headache, you know, you feel anxiety, something get you frustrated. Tranquilo, calm it down, man. Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be okay. When something makes you upset, and we have a right to be upset when things make us upset. But I think it's always good to play the game of keeping things in perspective. Yes, this situation made me upset, but there are far more worse pressing things that can make me even more upset. So I'm thankful that it's not that bad. And it's kind of, some people would say it's silly to do comparisons and things of that nature, but it's like, yo, we're constantly trying to play games with the hardware, with different software to get different results, right? We want happiness. We want comfort. We want to be calm. We don't want to be upset. We don't want to be angry. We don't want to have anxiety. We don't want to be frustrated. We don't want any of these things. And there are things that are constantly bombarding our hemisphere, potentially inducing all these different emotions that we don't want. So if that's the case, if thoughts that you can't control randomly coming from the outside make you feel a certain way, you have control over thoughts as well. You can put as many random negative thoughts that pop out of the ether, not even from you, that's constantly going inside your head. And these things are happening randomly, just like you can, and these things are autonomous. Just like you breathe autonomously, you can control your breath, what you inhale and what you exhale. You can control thoughts as well. You can't control the random thoughts that come in, but you can control the thoughts to combat those thoughts. You damn sure can. You cannot control the random thoughts that come in. You can't control the autonomous inhaling and exhaling, but you can control how fast you breathe. It's the same thing. As much autonomous things happen automatically, we can manually control things in our mind as well. So we use the manual to combat the autonomous when the autonomous is negatively impacting how we feel, negatively impacting our emotions, negatively impacting our countenance, negatively impacting our temperament. When these random autonomous things are happening, like, nah, yeah, you trying to breach the defenses, but I got this strong brain in here. I got Baraka. That's the warrior inside my mind. That's gonna be like, nah, man, I'm not gonna let you affect this castle. Not the way you want to. You want me to just be these negative things, positive, whatever, not negative things or stressful things happening, and you want me to just go off the handle. Like, I got a dragon that's in the basement right now. You want me to just unleash the dragon and just destroy the whole castle? You know what I'm saying? Just destroy my whole world. Nope. That dragon deep inside my subconscious is reserved for life or death situations, not just blindless rage or situations where I can't control it and control the emotions. I got the key to that cage, to that dragon inside my brain, and I would not let these outside random things that I'm not thinking about, that are just randomly happening. As the Bible says, spirit, we don't fight against flesh and blood. We fight against spirits and principalities. What I think is, that wasn't literal. That was just a metaphor for this constantly invisible things trying to control and affect how we act, that can destroy ourselves and destroy others. But just as we had those spiritual things, physically, we can conjure up our own spiritual things inside of our head to combat that. I'm just saying, I'm preaching too much. I'm giving y'all too much game. This might be, actually, I spoke about this before. I don't know all the chapters of my book like the back of my hand, but I do recall talking about Baraka and the dragon. I do recall talking about that. So if anything, this may be an annotation to one of the chapters in As Below, So Above, or this may just be a rehashing of something that I spoke about before, but something in the spirit told me to talk about that at this particular moment. And when I get passionate, when I get, in that flow state, I gotta spit that wisdom. You know what I'm saying? I gotta spit that Bone Thugs and Harmony. And that's what I did, man. Good time. Not gonna talk her ear off. Drop some love in that collection plate. You see it right there on the pinned comments, man. I'll holler at y'all. And as I say to all my young and up and coming comedians, there is no such thing as writer's block. The comedy guys have not given you anything new to scribe on that page. It is their way of telling you to work out the things that they already gave you. Stay away from the gossip. Stay away from the rumors. Stay away from the nonsense. Stay away from negativity. Stay away from foolishness. Focus on the funny and lead with love, because life is not something that happens in spite of you. Life is an experience, an infinite amount of experiences for you to behold. So get to beholding. Enjoy. Have a great Wednesday, evening, morning, wherever you are in the earth. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the hype button, hit the bell notification so you know exactly when I'm going live or dropping content. Because YouTube been shadow banning me since the 80s, even though it's only been since the mid 2000s. I'll holla at y'all. Peace.